I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hung to this grave. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. Welcome to RMT. That's Real Man Talk.
Yes, sir.
Um, I'm I'm your lovely co-host, Stan the Man. I got my boy EIG in the building.
Yes, sir. World was good.
Yeah, and we back live and direct for y'all today. And I usually start off the show with a little story, and so this is my little story today, man.
Okay.
And so, man, I think that when I said taking things for granted, man, I think a lot of people take stuff for granted because what what I see going on in the world now, man, is that it's a lot of jobs that's open. It's a lot of things. The world is kind of open right now. People can get loans, they can get jobs. There's a lot of money out here, but who really capitalizing on it that it helped them in the future instead of just right now? It's
Okay.
easy to take that money right now and go and do something that's good for you. But what
Hmm.
is it that you're gonna do to possibly set up your kids or your kids' kids if you receive those
Yeah.
funds or you receive that boost? Like, are you just as selfish that you say, you know what, I'm just gonna think about me right now, then making a sacrifice to help out your kids or your kids' kids, you know,
Hmm.
because the generation before us, they made sacrifices so we can be where we at right now.
That's
Now,
real.
we might not agree with everything and the way that they did things, but they did go out and do something to be able to protect us down down the road to where we at right now. So
Right. No doubt.
yeah, so I just want to start the show off like that, man. But anyway, man, I text some boy EI, and I came up with this because in the Bible, a lot of people first looking at David's appearance, they said, "Oh man, he is soft." So
Hmm.
that's what I'm talking about, man. He's soft, man. How they thought David was soft until it was time to take action.
Yes, sir. Talk about it, Doc.
And so I want to go down that road and see, I wanted to and see, man. I know with I know with you, man. Now, and to the audience, let me tell y'all this. My boy EI. Let me tell you that, my boy
Oh,
EI, man. You know, the boy talented, he's a musical genius, and the boy got some pipes on him. The boy can sing. So I'm gonna tell you, like, the boy kind of example of David. You know what I'm saying? He kind of example of David. So what I wanted to throw at you was like, man, how in life, you can go either way with it, but how in life did people take you as being but and soft? The rewards of your life showed different, you know.
yeah, man. Hey, I definitely can relate, man. Growing up, definitely preacher's kid. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I wasn't cutting up in school. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't
No.
happening because I knew what was waiting on me at the house
Yes, sir.
if I got out of line. But man, in saying that, coming up, I was respectful to teachers. I wasn't quiet. Was quiet. And I know that probably gave the image of being soft as well. Like you know, and
Mm-hmm.
going through school, just going through school, man, we don't realize too. I want to say this, man, for young kids, we don't understand today the kinds of pressure that they under, man, just from trying to look away. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And and
Yep.
and and get other classmates approval in any kind of way, man. Kids doing anything just for some approval, man, getting away from who they are,
Yep.
and I can say, man, that, there was times where even my family, man, would look there. Every days we go in for rehearsals, summertime, kids out of school, there's plenty of stuff you could be doing. But, me
Mm-hmm.
and my brother, my cousin, man, we would be locked up in a room rehearsing, doing music.
Yep.
And man, I remember people like, man, like really,
Mm-hmm.
and really looked at it as being lame,
Yep.
and really wondered, like, hey, man, for Christmas, man, my guy really want a keyboard. Y'all want instruments, man. When you can
Right.
get these J's, you get that new Mortal Kombat, you can get
Mm-hmm.
all the end kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
Sega, all that,
man.
I know we kind of aging ourselves with that, but yeah.
Hey, don't know nothing about that, man.
Yeah.
But now, with that, I with me that affected it. I didn't let that affect me because there was a love and passion for it, and I could only imagine which route I would have gone down, man. Like, there's been so many people that just through music that, man, have been blessed and could say to me, hey, man, just hearing that
Mm-hmm.
just helped me. Even in church services I've had to play, when people just let me know, hey, man, I was going through something that really helped me. And
Right.
that reward in that regard, man, was just huge, because somebody's life was affected. And if
Right.
I could have took the stance of, like, man, I better not be all in this music thing.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't looking right. Just to just so I looked right in somebody's eyes, man, and could have missed the times, man, the many times, to, like, be a blessing, man. And
Mm-hmm.
and and, and that's just off the quick one way of just how that affect, like, somebody saying, hey, you look this way, so you soft, or okay,
Right.
or you sound this way, or you into this, or you short, or you skinny, or you
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And really, people don't have anything to go off of other than what they see.
Yep.
And I got to give them that right to look at me and have their own opinion. But that's exactly what it is. It's their opinion. And
Yep.
I'm just glad that through life, man, in that aspect, I chose to just stay true to what I know I loved and what mattered to me,
Yep.
because, man, it's crazy how, man, people have left here, have died, have passed up on opportunities, all
Yep.
just for they don't look away. You know what I mean? So,
Mm.
and with men, we don't want to talk about certain things because I don't want to look vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
It's a wide, broad subject, but it's so good, man, and it's a great topic you came with, because, man, I know you about to dig even more into it, but that's just one instance, man. Even talking about that music,
Mm-hmm.
that hey, anything you do is not gonna please everybody anyway.
Yep.
And so, I really had to be not concerned about whether they think I'm soft, man. You know what I mean? Like, that
Mm-hmm.
that approval had to not matter enough to me, and to go for what it was I felt in my heart, bro. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's just my quick spin on it right there, man. I'll let you dig that shovel even deeper, man.
Oh man. Hey. Hey. Listen, man. The the reason I said that, because I think from me and you, from our aspect, we never came with the macho man attitude. You know,
Right.
we never came with the macho man attitude, man. But one thing I can say, we was unique thinkers. And when I say unique
Yeah.
thinkers, we knew how to maneuver situations and maneuver not only situation but maneuver people without being physical.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I knew
Right.
me. I'm a short guy. You know, I'm short, little stocky guy. But the thing about it, I um I understood that I can move people around with my mind than my body quicker. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So mentally, I was 10 times sharper than a lot of people than I was physically.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yep.
so I can move a crowd of people. It's just like you get on their keyboard
Mm-hmm.
or you singing and you can touch somebody's life, you know,
Yeah.
instead of going up here just grabbing them out to seat. But when you on that mic, you touching multiple people's lives.
Right.
They're going to physically grab somebody and pull them out the seat and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna touch you. But when you're
Yeah.
on that mic and that keyboard and that singing, now you just up there doing your thing. You're not
Yeah.
necessarily trying to you're not necessarily have a you don't have a what I'm trying to say. You don't have an agenda in mind,
Right.
you know, for these people. But you have an agenda in mind for God. And with
Yeah.
God using your talent to reach them, it touched a part of their life that you never knew you was gonna touch.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Man.
saying? And
Yes,
so
sir.
one thing I like about David, and one thing I like about David is this. When David went out to a lot of people know the story about David and Goliath. And
Mm-hmm.
Goliath was considered a giant, you
Right.
know. And David was considered this teenager, small guy, didn't
Mm-hmm.
look like he could, you know,
Right.
didn't look like he could stop a chihuahua, you know. That's just in my terms. That ain't
Right.
in the word, but that's in my terms. So when you got, especially being the youngest member of the family,
Mm-hmm.
you the youngest member of the family, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you watching over the sheep. Man, the sheep don't do nothing. When the last time you heard somebody got attacked by a sheep and they had to go to the hospital, they lost their life?
Right.
You're not gonna get that story. Oh man, you got attacked by a sheep, man. You sorry, man. You soft. A sheep, you running from a sheep, man.
Right.
And so the thing about David was David, when he went to the battle and his oldest brothers, he had two older brothers that was at the battle. His daddy sent them, his daddy sent him to the battle to give not only his brothers, but the generals that was over his brothers to take them food.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Now, David, let me tell you, man,
Go on, talk to me, Doc.
his his the thing about David was that um what caught David ear was not the fact that Go Live came out and challenged them. That wasn't the fact. He didn't care about Go Live coming out to challenge them.
Right.
And see, the thing I like about David, David wanted to go out and give Go Live them hands for talking about God.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even know about what he was gonna win. He was like,
Right.
"Oh, you talking about God? Man, I'm finna
Right.
go out here, man. Y'all scared? Y'all scared? Y'all talking about me?" I like, man, y'all think I'm soft because y'all haven't saw what I did.
Man.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all
Right.
haven't never saw what I did. Cause see, everybody like to do stuff in front of people to impress everybody else.
Yes,
But
sir.
when David was out there tending to them sheep and he fought off that bear when nobody around. When he said that,
Mm-hmm.
when is somebody else witness said, oh yeah, David did fight off that bear. Nobody said it. When he
Yep.
fought off that lion, wasn't nobody around.
Yeah.
He fought off that line. He ain't go out bragging, telling his brother, I fought off the line. Didn't nobody know. But he knew his capability. And
Exactly.
he ain't going around bragging. So they like, oh man, he's soft, he little. And you know what's so crazy about him being soft and little? Did anybody stop him?
Nope.
You know,
Right.
everybody might think you soft, but ain't nobody gonna go do that challenge that you doing.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna go do it. And guess what? When a problem come along that's too big for people, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna hit your phone. Hey, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man, what's up? Hey, man, this what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna see, can you let me hold 100 till next week? And so you like, Also, you the same person that thought me going to church that I was weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I played the keyboard, I was weak.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I respected my teachers, I was weak. Just
Right.
because I respected the people around me, I was weak. But then when challenges come up,
Yep.
you want to come back to me because you saw the way that I moved in life. How did God reward me for moving the way that I did?
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
You
Yes,
see how I
sir.
was warned, and see what people didn't nobody see all the tough trials that person go through, and he's still smiling every day.
Yep.
Nobody see the things that man lost, but he's still smiling every day. Did nobody see David fight with the bear? Did nobody see him fight with the lion? It's a lot of people that people think are soft that they done fought through cancer. They done came, they've
Mm-hmm.
been going to church the whole time. You don't even know they got cancer till it's over with. They
Yep.
go up and they testify, yeah, I'm free of cancer. I had been going through it for 6 months, but now I'm cancer free. Everybody looking at him like, what?
Mm-hmm. I ain't even know.
I ain't know. I ain't know. But brother so and so that got something tangible like a Benz that you can see, you'll say that's successful. Oh, he been
Mm-hmm.
working out. He's a strong man. But as soon
Mm-hmm.
as he have a problem, he running and he telling the whole church, remind you of a woman. But yet he's
Ooh.
strong though. You see what I'm saying?
Boy,
Hey, I'm going
man.
somewhere, man.
Come
I'm
on,
going
Doc.
somewhere.
Come on, it's good, man. Keep
Now,
going.
now, now, hold on. Now, listen to this though. You can take a guy. You can take me and you. Now, I know me and you raised in church. Me and you
Mm-hmm.
respectable, and
Mm-hmm.
we didn't. I'm gonna speak for myself because I don't know about you, but me, I didn't get into a lot of physical altercation when I was younger.
Right, right,
I
right.
didn't. I didn't get into a lot of physical altercation when I was younger. And so when they look at, okay, you ain't went to jail, you ain't got no police rap,
Yeah.
you didn't do a lot of fighting, you didn't. So, man, you soft, man.
Yep.
You soft, man. But thing about it, I'm so soft, but yet I have good credit. You know, I I got a nice home. I got a
Come on,
good
Doc.
job. I got healthy kids. I got a healthy relationship with my wife. And
Yes,
matter of
sir.
fact, people come to me for leadership that I don't got to search for them. But I'm
Yep.
soft. But since you done went to jail,
Mm-hmm.
now you tough. But when every situation that come up to you, you crying about you don't say in jail or you was begging people for soups. You don't
Man,
say in jail that you had to join the gang to protect yourself. You couldn't stand by yourself out here. Hey,
boy,
come on
boy.
now. Come
Yes,
on.
sir.
Come on now.
Man.
I'm so soft as a church boy. David's so weak, but David didn't go out and fight the army. He went out and fought the biggest challenge that everybody was running from.
Yep.
The biggest challenge everybody was running from. And so
Mhm.
to let me man, let me because
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
hard,
ahead.
let me
Take your time, preacher.
let me
Hey, hey,
man,
boy.
hey.
Keep that fire coming,
and,
man.
and, and and so man, you'll do all that. You'll have people in jail that's leading these young guys the wrong way because they think that he is the tough guy. But you'll have somebody that's being successful in what you call this life. They had a material thing, but since they not stunned, since they don't have it put off in your face, oh, they soft.
Mm-hmm.
They soft. But see, this the funny thing. When you run into a problem, you never go to the hard person.
Right. Here, boy.
Hey,
Come
when
on
when
with it.
Saul when Saul ran into Goliath, did he go get let me go get my mightiest warrior and send him out here?
No, no, no.
David went and just like me and you, we'll go handle a problem without folks even asking us to do it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
And do it with a smile.
Yep. I don't even need no credit for
I don't need no credit
it.
for it, man.
Man,
And,
boy.
and, and, and see, I'm gonna tell you this, man. The funny thing about it, we do stuff, don't take no credit for it. It's somebody else can take the credit for it. And we sit back and then we be like, God, why you do that? And you know what God say? Just let them have that. But what I'm gonna do to you is that when you go apply for this loan for your business, I'm gonna give it to you.
Come on, Zach.
You
Come
know what I'm
on.
saying? Hey, when COVID shut down everything and you got your back against the wall, you trying
Hey,
to pay your bills, guess what? I'm gonna open this back up for you.
boy, I
You
got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yes,
Right on
sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
Everybody thought you was soft and you going through this and that. Your wife can ever be questioning what's going on in your life, and God be like, everybody think this about you, but guess what? I want you to smile, and
Hmm.
then I'm gonna take care of you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So
sir.
hey, let me
Come on.
let me get out the booth, man. Let me get out the booth for a second, man. Cause
Woo,
my
hey,
bad.
I need to let the mic cool off first, brother.
my bad, man.
Nah,
Hey,
nah, man. Hey, bro. Hey,
shoot.
I appreciate your take on that too, man. You know, because that's real. You know, and when you looking at that David story, man, like David knew who he was. It all boiled
Ooh,
down to knowing who you are. To me,
ooh, yeah.
because see,
Yep.
when you know who it is, when you know who you are, you don't look at the obstacle or the problem or whatever's going
Come
on.
on.
You know what I'm saying? You don't look at the drama as even a thing because you know who you are. You
Yep.
might not know how you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he probably didn't have a plan like, hey, you know what? I've been thinking on this for months. If I get this rock, if I practice throwing this rock, it was just him knowing who he was, being ready, knew what he had to do, man, and
Yep.
knowing who he was, and knowing that hey, God was in him. You know what I mean? Like he is that expression of God. Greater is He that is in us, man. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like the more that we know ourselves,
Yep.
we can deal with life's issues differently, and we don't have to be like, hey, I don't have to be strung out or go get on meds, or I don't have to beat my wife, or I don't have to do things that
Mm-hmm.
just, ain't healthy for me, period, in order to deal with things. And
Yep.
and like you were saying, when people come to you, you may be looked at as soft, but people come to you when it's when a real issue, a real heavy heart issue, when it's matters of the
Mm-hmm.
heart. You got people
Mm-hmm.
coming to you when they feel like, man, hey, I'm on the brink of life, the brink of just falling off.
Yep.
We feel like they feel like they can come to that person because they do know, even though they may see, hey,
Man, come
he's
on,
soft.
man.
They do know that there's a light there. They
Mm.
do see something in you. They know that there's something real there. And that same thing is there with them, but they attach to all these masks and these fronts, and
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah.
be hard, and I need to look
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
So when all that go wrong, they don't know who they truly are, so they don't know where else to go. You
Ooh,
know what I'm
come
saying?
on now. Come
Hey,
on.
hey, Stan, when
Come
when you don't
on.
know who you is, you got to run somewhere. So
Uh,
so you'll run to everything. But man, if we slow down just to remember and know who we already are
mm-hmm.
without it what he already put in us, man, who we are just as beings, knowing that, when you know that, and you don't need to buy somebody's approval, you don't need to,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying, when you
Uh-huh.
don't need to do that, man,
Yeah.
bro, you can move and stuff just work out for you. You know what I mean? It
Man.
just look like, man, how, what in the world? But like you were saying, hey, that loan, here you go. Oh wait, we got an
Yep.
issue here. It just works out, man.
Yep.
And you'll
Yep.
draw you draw people to you. You'll
Yep.
draw all the resources that you need to you, man. It
Yep.
just, we really got to know who we are, man. And that's just that, man. We are awesome beings, man. That we don't need anybody's. We need to love ourselves, man, and we got to have that faith in ourselves, knowing who we are,
Yep.
and knowing that no matter what comes, guess what, man? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be all right.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Ooh wee.
man, hey,
Ooh wee.
hey,
Hey. Let me go this since we both fired up, man. Let me go here. Let me Hey, cause hey, I know I knew both of us gonna feel this, man. And man, I just can you do this favor for the audience, man? Can you take, you know, a situation? Tell me a situation which, you already explained about, you know, you want a piano and stuff
Yeah.
for Christmas, but they just speak to the genius that you want to perfect your craft. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? And that's remind me of David, And
Yeah.
so name me like a life situation that occurred that people thought you were soft, but God took that situation and elevated you in that situation, man. That people was looking at you in the awe.
Uh, yeah, man. Woo. Okay. Well, let's say like let me think real quick which one I want to use.
Right, 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 right.
Man, uh you know, man, there was a I'll tell you this, man, just on the this was a quick situation on the job, man.
Go ahead.
And we had just got this particular job, man. We had just got, new management. And like I said, I'm not a person that's I don't got to flash anything to show
Right.
how much of a man I am. I know how much of a
Yeah.
man I am. But anyway,
Yeah.
but
Come with it.
hey, but
Yeah.
the thing was, you know, this guy come in and he just hardcore that hardcore manager that just like, he feeling himself. He like to talk to you like you're a little boy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you got people out there, y'all know you got them managers,
Yes,
some people
sir.
in leadership positions that shouldn't be,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know how to talk. So, me, I never had no dealings with this manager this while he's there, but I know like if I ever had to, it would probably be a situation because the man was just disrespectful, man. And he had done this to these other guys there, some had quit, some stuck with it, and one day he came in, we had the meeting, and so he wanted to call out something about, something that was being done performance wise.
Right.
And, he talking tough, his volume is raised. And at that point, right then, I can hear the mumblings in the meeting like, man, bro, ain't no way. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, ain't no way I'm finna take that. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no way you finna talk in this meeting in front of everybody
Right.
like this.
Uh-huh.
And so me, I'm dealing with two things at one time, Stan. I'm dealing with, I'm human. So him talking to me that way, I already got to fight off whatever my mind may, whatever the devil may make me want to
Oh
do.
yeah. Right, right, right.
And,
Hey,
and,
he talking to you like you
hey, whatever.
like you're a little kid,
Hey,
man.
man, for
He
real,
gonna start kicking in.
man. And at the same time, I can hear conversations that were suggesting, like, bro, hey, couldn't be. You hear people that
It
couldn't
couldn't
be
be
me.
me. Mm-hmm. You wanna talk to me like
Well,
that.
talk to me like that. I bet you would. He got the wrong try. All this and that. So in that,
Uh-huh.
I'm feeling offended and ready to revenge, and at the same time, you feeling that somebody else's opinion and this what they saying behind me working on me as well, man. So it's just it was just, man, it was a bad feel, bad vibe, right? So
Right,
me,
right.
what I do, I after he finished, and I say, well, hey, you know, I understand, but these numbers don't reflect me, but I wasn't talking. I kept it like, like me.
Right,
I didn't
right.
let him get me out of who I am. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Even what he was doing, and I didn't even have to let him know that, man, you're gonna respect me as a man because I could say that, but at the same time, what really would that solve? I mean, yeah, he won't do it no more, but that's
Yeah.
serving nothing but my ego.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna let him know, but I
Mm-hmm.
waited till after the meeting.
Yep.
I let everybody leave, but it was him and a couple of other managers, and I let him know, like, hey man, with all due respect, I did take with how you was talking to me, and I do want to show you that this is not me, and I'm not responsible for what you're calling out. But I didn't feel like we had to go that way, and I don't want to do that with you. I just want that same respect. I'll do what you need me to do, but I just didn't want to do that, and I didn't want to call you. I didn't want to cause any more friction, and I told him, I said I didn't want to disrespect you in a moment where he had already disrespected me, bro.
Right.
So after that, what I didn't know was that one of the managers there, man, was over him, didn't step in, heard him,
right,
and called me back to the office the next day, man. I got a promotion. I got a raise. You know what I mean? Like he let me know, even on a personal level, like that he respected me as a man for seeing what was done there, just because they know that dude's a hothead. I mean, people done got fired just in responding to that man. But if you're a boss, you're a boss. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so with me, it was a reward in the fact that knowing, for one, I didn't know that man was watching, and I didn't move how I moved to like impress anybody. It was just what I felt in my heart, man. I knew who I was, man. I could hear just even my dad talking to me in the moments, you know what I mean? And staying true to knowing who I am served a purpose, man. No, so what they think I'm with? Guess what? My bank account is a little better now. Guess what?
Hey, come on now.
That means my wife a little happier. Y'all know what that means.
Hey, come on now. Grown man gives.
Hey, for real, man. So, I just feel like in knowing who we are, we don't have to identify with these roles, man. We don't have to identify we don't have to identify whether we're showing that we ain't soft. For what? Why do I need to show somebody I ain't soft? Because if I'm really threatened in that moment where I need to be tested, don't worry. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna show them through.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go on and go.
Yep.
That doesn't need to be proven through how I talk to anybody. They don't need to be proven through how I act. Like, no, I just needed to be me. And stick to that, man. Know who I am, man. Know that I don't gotta prove nothing to nobody. Know that I was able, know that everything was gonna be all right. Because I really didn't even see me responding to that manager. I really thought, man, I was just gonna be like, whoa, wait a minute, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Stop the meeting. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Why you talking this way? But man, I just say, hey, trust your heart, trust God, man. That's just one scenario in my life where it was just like, hey, man, people was looking like that man, bro.
That's good, man. That's good.
What about you, man? Hey. What you got any like that, man? That you can drop on your boy?
Man, I got plenty of situations that's like that, man. I got plenty of situations, and the thing about it, man, like you were saying, it goes to knowing who you are. And me by heart, I know that I'm just I was raised up a church boy. I went to church all the time. We had Bible studies at home. So I know that's what I am. I don't care what else I go out here and do. That's what I'm good at. If I'm talking about the word, if I'm speaking to folks, man, I'll be able to tap into that word to help me to be able to speak to them or talk to their problem and not even talk to them. Because
sir.
When you got a certain spirit on you, or you got, even if the word is just in you, like you can talk to a person problem without them even speaking on it.
Ooh.
You can talk to their problem without even speaking on it, man. And the reason I said that is because David spoke to Saul's problem without Saul even saying anything to him.
Okay.
Saul came and got him. You
Yes,
see what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
And
sir.
David then never he spoke to Saul problem by talking to other people.
Hmm.
He was talking to other people and he was solving Saul problem and Saul didn't even know it. And so when you walk in that certain type of spirit, that's what happened, man. I just wanted to get that out before I talked about my situation, but I had to
Man,
get that
that's
off, man.
boy, that's good stuff right there, man.
Oh yeah, man. I hope you jot down some notes, man.
Hey,
Let me
man.
quit.
Hey. He said, make
Hey,
sure you got your pen out there.
hey, cause hey,
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, man. You been sitting up here talking. I've been taking some notes, man. I ain't
hey,
gonna lie to you, bro.
hey,
You
bro.
know.
Hey, we got these sessions, bro. I got it. I can play these over and over, man. And I advise people to, man, to do the same, man. If you're ever hearing these sessions and something hit you that you can relate to,
Mm-hmm.
hey, play it over, rewind it, or take your notes, man. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
let me let you go, man. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So this is a situation that people thought that I was soft and the situation that and see, man, this now I'll take something that's recent, since it's fresh on my brain.
Okay.
And so I use this situation like, man, on May the 16th, you know, my stepmom, she passed away on May the 16th. And at the same time, my dad was in the hospital in a coma at this time.
Dang.
And he was fighting for his life. And so when she passed away, he didn't never know that she passed away because he was in a coma. So he never knew. And so
Mm.
with me going up there to the hospital to visit him, like even though he was still under sedation at the time, and the reason I couldn't go up there and visit him at first because he had COVID. You gotta wait till those days run
Right.
before you can go up there and see him. So when I
Okay.
went up there to see him, um that week I went up there to see him, and I didn't really he couldn't really respond to me. you know I know that he heard me talking to him or whatever.
Yeah.
And I read scriptures. He liked the daily bread. I read those scriptures to him daily. And I even played some music on my phone that he
Hmm.
liked. And so I talked to him. I never got any response, but I still was diligently going up there every day, speaking and put that in his spirit. And I know he fought for as long as he could. And on the last day when I saw him, I spoke to him, and it's like kind of like releasing them. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
he holding on, fighting for me, fighting for his grandkids, fighting for his wife. Like even though he don't know that she's gone, and he's holding on, and I'm
Right.
letting him know that we okay, we okay.
Hmm.
And so within that, he passed away, and so within 2 weeks of each other, I lost both of my parents at that time. You
Wow.
know, and
Man.
then not only that, my biological mama, I lost her at 12. So that's three parents that I lost, in my
Yeah.
lifetime. And so a lot of people will take that and be like, they'll be tore up and broken up by life.
Yep.
But let me tell you this: every piece that God broken of me, He mended back.
Mm.
And so what all them see people take them broken pieces and be like, oh man, that's the worst thing in the world. And so
Sure.
when people see me, they'll see me at work, they'll be like, man, it's a young guy there. A young guy called me OG. He 23. I'm 38. He 23. And so he'd be like, man, OG, he come talk to me. He was like, man, I don't see how you did it. No, my coworkers will be like, man, I still be off work. I don't see how you do it. But they need to see leadership in a way that they never saw it before.
Yeah.
Like I'm not finna go in there with my head down. I'm not finna go in there sad. I'm not finna go in there crying and
Yeah.
complaining. What
Yeah.
what they about to see is something that God is using me to touch their lives, because if they be
Yeah.
like, okay, how he do this? Because of God, man. He gave me the strength. He's like, shoot, okay, I'm going through this. I'm like, they be like, God, whatever you gave OG Stan, let me get that. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir. Yes,
And, and,
sir.
and that'll pull people to God.
It
And so
will.
even though people might think that they might think, man, how you dealing with that situation? How you doing that? Because I'm not just no physical guy, or I'm not the guy that has the most money, and I'm not even the smartest guy. But I might be that guy that's closest to God around you.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? So the
Yep.
energy come off, be like, oh man, how you doing that?
Yep.
Because I just like David and Goliath, the story is so powerful because they wonder how David did it.
Yep.
This
Yep.
guy, he young, man. He soft. He ain't no warrior, nothing like that. You never read a scripture in the Bible said, well, David had bulging muscles. He
Mm-hmm.
was he was 6'4". He been he
Right.
been he been fighting and winning batteries and victories his whole entire life.
Mm-hmm.
No, they said that about Goliath though.
Right.
What happened to Goliath?
Yeah. Yeah, Doc. Yeah.
That Joker went down, man.
Yeah, he got dropped, man.
He got dropped. And a lot of stuff in people's lives, a lot of that go live. A lot of people is scared. And when
Man.
they see me attack that go live that happened in my life, they'll be like,
Ooh.
guess what? I can do it too.
Get him, Stan. Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? I can do it too. And just like you dealing with your manager, guess what? Somebody else be like, okay, I can do that too. I ain't gotta
Yeah.
get fired from my job. I can deal with a butthole without becoming a butthole and reaping the rewards of a man.
Yes,
You see what I'm
sir.
saying? And
Yes,
so
sir.
everybody can't do that. Everybody cannot hold their see, everybody think that I'm being gangster if I'm jumping up and I'm fighting.
Yeah.
If I don't let nobody disrespect me, I don't do this. You all emotional. You all worked up about something. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
But me being a man, I'm poised, I'm calculating, I'm focused, and I know how to strategize and use my mind to get to another place.
Man, trying to tell you, cause
Yeah,
hey, bro, we're the age where hey, you ain't got too old be trying to fight. You
way too old.
hey.
Even when I was young, I wasn't trying to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just
I
saying,
wasn't
hey,
trying to fight, man. But
that
even when I
body
was
ain't gonna
younger,
recover. That body ain't gonna recover like it was when you're young, man.
exactly. Right, man. And I want to be known for the guys that out here that really changed the world. They weren't just guys that was they weren't just guys that was warriors or nothing like that. You have guys like that, but you have guys that are like, you might take the president. Now, we can use presidents for example. Some presidents ain't never been to war. Some of them ain't never been in the military, but they become the president to run the United States, one of the most powerful men in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a great thinker. You can have a business guy. You can take
Mm-hmm.
Mark Zuckerberg for example. You might
Mm-hmm.
look at him and be like, man, come on, I could take this guy in a fight. He's soft. But the thing about it, Mark Zuckerberg ain't gonna blink an eye at you. This guy a billionaire. You go up there and cuss him out, try to fight him, he gonna walk right past you.
Man. Yep.
What I
Hey,
need to what?
hey, eagles don't fly with chickens, bro.
Man, know what I'm saying.
Yes,
So
sir.
man, ooh, wait, this been good, man. Hey man, you know took it. Hey, you know blessed me tonight, brother. You know what I'm saying? For
Hey
real.
man, yeah, you bless me, Doc. I can appreciate this, man, because it's raw. Me and you getting together, you know what I mean. We'll shoot the topic, but our expressions and what we got to say, our takes on it, man,
Mm-hmm.
it's fresh and it's a blessing for it. It's not just about hey, let's do the show. And that's a good thing. It's not all about that, It's I enjoy
Yeah.
it and really get something from just even man you letting your light shine, man, doing what you do. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you, bro. Real talk, and
Oh yeah, man. So
keep doing what you're doing, man.
man, hey man, I got to, man. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, and for everybody listening now, I done known I done known EI since the third grade, man. Since
Yes,
the third
sir.
grade. And so we've been friends over this time. And the reason I said that we can relate to this subject because I know he can relate to the subject because just like him, a lot of people lean to him for leadership. A lot of people lean to them to answer his questions. A lot of people lean to him because of his intelligence on different situations. And because me and him raised alike, kind of like,
Yeah.
our life is kind of parallel to each other.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's kind of parallel to each other. And so a lot of the things that I encounter and the way I handle things, I'm gonna say this. EI is his personality is a little bit more laid back than mine. The
Right.
way that
Right.
he addressed things, he a little bit more laid back. Now I'm laid back, but my delivery is not as polished. I'm just being honest. Like I'm gonna tell my delivery is not as polished as see. He can come to you and tell you something, and you might not be offended. Now I might see. I have to wait a couple of days before I can address somebody. I have to. I'm serious. I really have to pray about because at that moment I can come with that sword and I can draw you to. I can push you too far back from God because I got that sword out. I got that
Hey,
sword out, and
man. Hey,
so I try to hold it back, but sometimes I'm learning that I can't pull everybody to God by just going direct.
that's what's up, man.
You
Hey,
know.
hey. I'll say, man, I do admire that. And I know what you're saying, bro. But I mean, I do admire that fire in you, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's real, it's raw, and like you said, you growing to learn your delivery on things, and I still, and I know that, man. Hey, at the core, that's a gift of yours, man, because it has always been ever since, bro. We was in elementary, man. It's just been you've been straight up raw. You know what I mean, and you come with that fire, man. Just a energy of getting it, man. And man, that's a light that a lot of people see. I see. I can appreciate it, man. And it's crazy how you saying, hey, we raised. You can see these parallel lives and still see, and we're two different people, but you can see how it works out. Like I could say something and you could say the same thing, but if you
Yep.
say it your way, you know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
And somebody may be offended, or somebody could hear me and say, man, I don't what are you talking about? But
Right.
could hear you and be like, yeah, man, hey,
Right. Right.
I get that. And that's the beauty, man, in us being who we are.
Mm-hmm.
And letting our light shine and we do what we do. It's never been a comparing, a jealousy thing. That's why I respect our friendship, man. Hey,
Oh
love you
yeah.
like a brother, man. So
Oh man,
it's all
same
good.
same thing here, man. And so listen, man, we finna go to this next segment of the podcast, man. It's called EI's Corner. Yeah, well, we talk a little bit about entertainment, sports, anything that's kind of going on in the news, man. This is what we kind of touch on. So, man, I'm gonna throw it over here to EI, and for right now, man, um, if we talking about sports, you cannot talk anything about any Steelers, but you can pick any other subject you want. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, I'm about to cast that demon right out of you, brother, right now.
Hey, get it on out the way, bro.
Well, hey, y'all, welcome again, once again. Just for a quick second, man, maybe a minute or two. I'm gonna get in, get right out. But hey, it's been a good year. This year been running by fast, man. Right now we got sports going. And
Oh
I
yeah.
love the fact that, hey, football is in, basketball just started, man. But
Uh-huh.
I got a question for everybody. All right, is the Lakers thing gonna work, man? You know what I mean? We got AD,
Uh-huh.
Russ,
Yep.
LeBron,
Yep.
Melo.
Yep.
We got Monk over there coming off the bench. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They got DeAndre back,
Yep.
uh,
Dwight.
Dwight back. I
Yep.
mean,
Rondo.
Rondo back,
Yep.
man. Hey, it's stacked. And look, I'm not a Laker hater. The Lakers fans, y'all get real, y'all real passionate. So I'm gonna say my things with respect. I
Go for it.
I saw the game last night, and I just
Uh-huh.
want to know what happened. I saw Clay. I mean, not Clay. I saw Golden State Warriors. They don't have Steph Curry. Draymond them. Wiseman wasn't in, and LA lost. Man, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I saw the Brooklyn game. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if anybody was watching that. Brooklyn Nets, Milwaukee Bucks, the defending reigning champs right now. Of
Uh-huh.
course, Kyrie Irving wasn't there.
Yep.
We all know about that melee, all that and how you feel, about
Uh-huh.
whatever that, but we ain't getting into that.
Right, right.
I just want to say everybody was saying, hey, yeah, man, look like they can do it without it. They're gonna smash them without Kyrie. And man, hey, credit to the Bucks because they mopped the floor with them last night. Hey, I
Yes,
know,
sir.
hey, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
know, but hey, I don't know, man. I think I really think they need Kyrie. That's just my personal opinion. And
Well,
my
hold
next,
on, man. Hold on. Don't
oh,
be skipping over that. Let me.
okay, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be. I'm gonna be the audience. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying? Because you know
come.
I'm a LeBron fan. I see you took that cheap shot. I see you took it. It was smooth though. I saw you take a cheap shot. See, I
Hey.
told y'all that's how that joke operate, man. That joke was smooth operator. You know what I'm saying? He took a cheap shot and was nice with it. You see what I'm saying? But man, this my answer, man, to both. I think that the Lakers should have did like the Dream Team did when they had Jordan and all them together on their US team. I think
Okay.
they should have took and played against like a college team. They should have had a closed game, and they should have been working this summer on their chemistry instead of just having practice. They should have been jumping in there, playing against other teams like different lineups. Okay,
Yeah.
to see what'll work. Okay, this good, this good, this good. But now that the season has started, they're gonna have to work that lineup because one thing about LeBron and AD, they're gonna get theirs.
Oh yeah.
They gonna get theirs.
They
And
look
so
good, man. I ain't gonna lie.
and I think the same thing with Brooklyn. Brooklyn, they haven't played that many games together. And they're gonna need that time to for all those moving pieces to come together because if you got a car but the car can be in excellent shape, the motor can run good and everything, but if you don't have one wheel on the car, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? you
Right.
you ain't
Right.
going nowhere. And so they need to figure out what their adjustment for Kyrie being gone. They need to plug a spare wheel in there to be able to drive, and the Lakers need a little bit more time playing together and not. And I think I'm gonna say this too. I think LeBron. I think maybe his ego and him used to being the man the whole time is gonna be hard for him to kind of lift off the gas and start deferring to other players to win a championship.
Mm.
I think that's
Okay.
hard, man, because when you've been when you've been number one for a while, it's kind of hard to defer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of hard, man, because man, it's
Yeah.
hard to be top dog, and then you got this new team. So now I gotta fall back a little bit in order to do this and do that to make the team come together. So, man, that's
Yeah.
my little take. That's my little take,
Hey.
man.
Hey,
You
man.
know.
I feel you, man. And and I can say I agree with that, man. You know what I mean? Even though you're a Lakers fan, hey, I got no problems with it.
let
Hey,
me
it,
no, let me clear that up. I'm not no Laker fan.
oh,
I'm a
okay,
LeBron fan,
okay,
so I ain't gonna lie like that. You know
okay,
what I'm saying?
okay. Hey,
Yeah, I ain't gonna say
I
I'm a
stand corrected.
diehard Lakers fan, so I can't lie like that, man,
I,
because I'm not.
I stand corrected. I don't want to lie to the American public, y'all. He's a LeBron fan, but you made some good points, man. And hey. I will say this, man. This looks like this gonna be a pretty fun, pretty dope, like NBA season, man. I think
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
time we get right before All Star, you know what I mean? Like we should know what everybody looking like, where they
yeah,
really at. But
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
man, it's just fun to see all these teams, man, these powerhouses, man. And hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to see who it is. If I got my pick, I'm gonna get that to y'all right now. Y'all
But
want to?
but
Let me
see,
tell.
man, I'm gonna say this. Like, I think a little bit of that is going on in Pittsburgh
Ah,
with Ben.
you
You know what
saying
I'm saying?
a little bit of what's that?
Don't want to let it go. Like, they don't
Oh
want to let their
yeah,
ego go. Like, I
man,
think Ben is done. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But
yeah.
he
You
don't
ain't
want
lying.
to. The Rooneys don't want to let him go.
Nope.
And I mean, based on I mean, look at it, man. You declining, bro. You hurt all the time. You can't throw past 50 yards, 40, 30 yards.
Hmm.
And I mean, you really dragging the team down, man.
Yeah, I feel you on that, man. As a fan, I've been ready for Ben to get on about it. I feel like we should have really been working on getting somebody because Mason Rudolph ain't it. We got old
Mhm.
Haskins from Ohio State, but hey, he didn't even make the cut to be the backup guy. So he must
Mhm.
be doing something in practice that ain't right.
Mhm.
I can't look at Tomlin and say, why you ain't got him backing up? And I see somebody else in front of him. It must be something he doing that ain't right. So yeah,
Mhm.
man, Pittsburgh, we got to do that, man. Our O line is new, a whole new O line, and that
Yep.
Ben ain't protected. If you ain't got no O line, you can't run the ball.
Nope.
So we just really, we really in a lose, man. We just kind of hoping to just ride this wave out, man. And do what we gotta do. But I'm really impressed with these Cardinals, man.
Oh man.
The Cardinals look like, bro. I mean, I really don't. I'm sorry, Dallas fans, but I'm not a Cowboys fan. But they look good too, man. And I ain't said that probably since I was a little boy when Emmett,
We was in the third grade.
man, right, right.
Yeah.
So, man, I don't know. Arizona looked like they could like they could give it. I know Tampa Bay. We got Brady,
Yep.
Antonio Brown, Godwin, Evans, all them boys. That defense for net running, but man, them Cardinals look good, man. I don't know. You think is it for real, man, or is it just?
No, I think they for real, man. Cause when they went and they got Ertz from over there. They got the tight end. They got the tight end Ertz
Yeah,
to fill in, and then you got D Hop on the outside.
yeah,
You got a solid running game. You got a young quarterback. You got
yeah.
a young coach. So
Oh, AJ Green too been looking
yeah,
good. I said,
yeah,
golly, okay, old vet.
yeah, man. They over there loaded, and then when you got a young quarterback, you got D Hop to go to. You got AJ Green to go to, and then you just added Ertz. Now, those three not the fastest players, but they for show hands.
Man, show hands. They know how to run them routes, man. Hey,
Man,
that's what
you can almost just throw the ball without the play all the way developed because
that's
you know they're
right.
gonna be there.
Exactly. Exactly.
And man, as
So,
a young quarterback, whoo,
man, they looking good. It's looking good. We don't know. It's looking good. And ladies and gentlemen, for my last topic as we go out, man, I watched the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight. And oh my God. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
go ahead.
Boxing is for real. Hey, look, that
Uh huh.
street fighting, that power swinging can only take you so far. Cause man, let me tell you, Tyson showed, man, look, I'm a boxer.
Yep.
Now don't get it twisted. Deontay to me looked like the most powerful puncher I never witnessed myself. Just like the bro dropped him 2 times and still lost the fight, man. But
Right.
dude, man, Tyson was using his jab, boxing, moving, and Deontay, he just didn't look like a real boxer to me out there, man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was a good fight though, man. It went. I didn't. when I was looking at that fight, I said, man, Deontay ain't gonna make it out of the 4th round.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and he slugged it out, made it 11, man. So salute to both of them. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
man, hey, boxing is for real. Don't run out there like Nate Robinson did, man.
Right.
Y'all saw him run out there, wasn't even putting his hands up, boy.
Man, he
That
ran out there and became the meme of the year.
what I tell you. So, man, hey, that's all I got for EI's Corner today, man. A little sports talk, just something to lighten it up as we get off, as we get off another good topic to
Man,
discuss,
another great
man.
topic, man. And
So,
we finna close this thing out, man. But in my closing words, I just want to tell everybody, man, if you're going through something, if you're going through something mentally, you're going through something financially, if you're going through something physically, if it's your health, if it's money problems, if it's wife problems, if it's girlfriend problems, if it's kids problems, whatever you might be going through right now, man, I just hope that your situation turn around. Hope your financial
yeah,
situation turn around. Hope your health turn around.
yeah,
And just be grateful when you wake up each day. I don't care how
man,
tough it is, what you're going through, just the gift of having life is one of the reasons that you should be joyful. And
man.
so I just wanted to end it off like that, man. I love y'all, man. And
Yes, sir.
hey, I'll see y'all next week.
Next week, do it again.
All right.
Peace.